which says that it could be quite potent once inhaled, can leave the body immobile in just 3 minutes if a person is coming into close contact. And short-term repercussions could be irritation, vomiting, headache, irritation in the eyes, skin, nose, gastrointestinal effects, respiratory effects, and the long-term effects could be many, including kidney, side effects to your nervous system, to your kidneys, depression that one can get into, fatigue and weakness, hearing loss, balance and concentration problems. Also, long-term effects could result in cancer as well. These are several side effects to this gas once inhaled. Several medical professionals coming out with their intervention, their analysis on this gas, and it's quite severe. At least 8 of them have lost their lives already. We're looking at many of them being treated at hospitals. 170 people across of Vizag who've been admitted to various different hospitals right this minute. Let's quickly go back to Ashish for more on this. Ashish, it's shocking. It's truly shocking that evacuation process is still underway. Many of them are being treated at various different hospitals. 170 people who are currently treated at hospitals in Visakhapatnam, while at a time COVID-19 patients have already accommodated most of the space. Here the hospitals are overburdened, and doctors are still trying to understand the technicalities of this gas and how it could affect the body, the human body. Here, doctors are coming forward to treat patients, but there's still that much ambiguity.
Yes, Nabila, like you are mentioning that several people are inside hospital. They have been taken to different hospitals of Visakhapatnam, including private hospital. There is a big private hospital called Seven Hills Private Hospital in Visakhapatnam. There also patients are undergoing treatment. Apart from Seven Hills, King George Medical College Hospital, one of the biggest government-run hospital, it is also taking care of patients related to this gas leak. Many of the patients who are under treatment or who are facing more difficulty or health problem are children and elderly. So focus is on providing all the essential health care to all these children and elderly people. That's the situation on a health front. If we talk about rescue and relief effort, so NDRF and SDRF teams, they are conducting rescue and relief effort in the area, surrounding areas. Almost 5 villages are located near to this polymer factory, LG polymer factory. And after this gas leak started at around 2:30 a.m. And early morning, since around 6:37 a.m. Onward, the officials rushed and they started conducting rescue and relief operation. Now door-to-door searches are on. They are going house to house and they are searching people. They believe that many of the people who were sleeping at the time of leak, they might have gone unconscious inside their houses. So house to house, door-to-door searches are on. Rescue and relief teams, particularly NDRF teams, they are going door-to-door, searching people inside their houses, Nabila.
Right, Ashish, we are looking at details about this gas tragedy, and we hear that the gas leak took place from a tank of a 2,000 metric ton capacity tank. There was another tank right beside it, a 3,000 metric ton tank. That has not leaked. The 2,000 metric ton tank has leaked. How did this happen? Is there any word from those authorities there? Were people inside the gas plant at that time when this tragedy took place? And what are those officials and officers inside the gas plant saying? Are they not responding to authorities?
So far, the entire focus, like I was speaking to Industry Minister Gautam Reddy, he himself confirmed, Nabila, that yes, the plant was operational. It was opened after the prolonged lockdown, and after lockdown relaxation, this plant was started operating, and there were workers inside. This leak started from one of the tank having 2,000 metric ton capacity of gas and chemical. A neighboring tank with 3,000 metric ton capacity of chemical, it remained intact. It is under control. It is not volatile. But the 2,000 metric ton tank, it became volatile and gas leakage started. In the process to curtail the leakage, the gas went off in the atmosphere through plant chimney, and it went into atmosphere, and then through wind it went off to surrounding residential areas, affecting people who were sleeping at the time, and that's why many of the people who became unconscious because of the impact of this gas leak. now the authorities are focusing on rescue and relief effort. At the same time, government has made it clear that whoever big or whoever is responsible behind this gas leak, whether it's a private company, whether any part of a local authority doing not or taking no proper precaution, definitely government of Andhra Pradesh is going to take proper action. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Y. Jagan Mohan Reddy has just now left for Visakhapatnam. He is taking a special flight. He'll be landing in Visakhapatnam in a half an hour or so, and he'll go to hospital. He will meet to the affected people, as well as he'll have a detailed meeting with government officials there, the district administration there. Government of Andhra Pradesh has made it clear that they'll not let any stone unturned. They'll provide all the help to all those affected people. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Home Minister Amit Shah, MOS Home Kishan Reddy, in state is Industry Minister, is Chief Minister. Everybody is in coordination. They are following. They are monitoring the situation on minute-to-minute basis. Now, Chief Minister himself is landing there in Visakhapatnam. So we can expect some kind of major announcement by the Chief Minister Y. Jagan Mohan Reddy.
Well, you say major announcement. What kind of major announcement can we possibly expect here? Are these people going to be compensated? How are many of these people going to be accommodated once that they've been evacuated? Where are they going to be placed? Several concerns now being raised due to this COVID-19 pandemic. Even if they are placed in camps, how are they going to maintain social distancing? This is shocking and very tragic, to say the least, because we're already fighting this COVID-19 pandemic. At a time like this, a gas leak happens, and then you have to evacuate 3,000 people. Where are those 3,000 people being moved to? Where are they currently, Ashish?
They are taken to several relief camps. Remember, the government of Andhra Pradesh has a facility already. They have established facility in Visakhapatnam, because Visakhapatnam is one of the COVID-19 affected districts. So they have proper beds available inside the hospital. And while I was speaking to District Medical Health Officer early this morning, he confirmed that they have made almost 1,500 to 2,000 beds available, and there is no worry. There is no lack at health front. They'll provide, they'll be giving all kind of necessary health assistance to, or medical assistance to, all these affected people. At the same time, of course, government of Andhra Pradesh, it's a major situation in front of government of Andhra Pradesh, a gas leak amid lockdown, when the government of Andhra Pradesh had.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.